Olympic boxer Imane Khelif's leaked lab results offer new evidence about her biological sex. I love that they use the proper pronouns in this.
What do you mean, like the pronouns that she wants?
Yeah, because it's a biological male.
She's a guy.
Now, again, by the way, people were mad at me at this. I'm going to continue to point out the obvious.
Yeah.
This is not the same as everything else that is pushed during the month of June.
100%.
This is not the same as that.
Yep.
This is some sort of bizarre bureaucratic oversight of how does this fall through the cracks?
Yes.
I don't think Imane Khelif, however you say the name.
Imane, I think.
Imane was intentionally trying to do what we saw Transformers in the UFC do. When I say Transformers, I'm just speaking in code.
Yep.
Where there was someone that was living as a male, transitioned, and then went on a flurry of just knocking out women in MMA. Not the same thing.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, mostly.
So I'm still standing 10 toes down on that.
Yeah.
However, if there's proof that he now has XY chromosomes, that should, in my opinion, prevent this person from competing against women moving forward.
Yeah.
Because perhaps, if I'm being the most charitable I could possibly be, perhaps they weren't aware. Perhaps they weren't aware.
She's
saying, from like Albania.
You're like saying maybe they just don't know.
She didn't know. Maybe she didn't know till it was too late. And by the time it's like, that's your career trajectory.
So for those that don't know, she, intersex, correct?
Technically, this would be intersex.
Okay.
Meaning that she's from Albania. She's not from a transformer positive country. Assuming she was a she her entire life, her parents thought that.
Yeah.
This is not the same as the other stuff we've seen.
Yeah.
But now that it's been found out, I would keep this person away from boxing any more females.
Yeah.
It should be done, settled, and they should not want to box any more females.
Yeah.
Because, believe it or not, there is actually a high percentage of folks in this world, specifically in track, that are intersex, that appear biologically female down there, if you know what I'm saying, but have XY chromosomes. That is different than being a transformer person.
Yeah.
I'm speaking in code. They're not the same thing.
Yes.
So I think it's important to put that up. So let's read this. Chromosome analysis reveal male karyotype. Read the results referring to male chromosomes, which left Khelif barred from the 2023 women's boxing championship in India. India wasn't messing around. So, okay. So this is, when did this Olympic things happen?
So this Olympic thing happened 2024.
So did they give this to her? Because if they gave this to her and they went on, that's not cool.
She knew.
Really?
Yeah, she was barred from playing. So they're like,
that's messed up.
You're a dude.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That shouldn't have went on.
Yeah, that shouldn't really have not.
Ooh.
So
that's a really unflattering photo.
I have a question.
Wow.
I wish we had a
Okay. Hold on.
Now you're changing your mind a little bit.
Hold on.
Because this kind of looks like a Caitlyn Jenner type of thing.
Hold on.
Where you're like, you're not fooling anybody.
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. The pictures in the ring, of a masculine looking woman, who perhaps just has naturally higher testosterone, kind of, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. Maybe it
doesn't look too far off from other female fighters you've seen before.
Yes, this is like, oh, that's a dude.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I agree. I have a question.
All right.
And this is a question I would have that if we had a button, we would cut to the Patreon only just for this question.
Just ask the question, dude.
I don't think I should actually. I'm using wise judgment.
Oh, okay.
How do you pick? You're intersex. You have ovaries, right? No?
I think it's, again, I think what it is it looks like a thing down there. Woman part down there.
A female.
But your testicles are inside, or sometimes you might have testicles and ovaries inside.
Okay. Would you rather be a woman? that looks like a dude, or would you rather be a dude that has a vagina?
Oh my gosh, bro.
And so what I'm
this
getting,
is the issue with this intersex thing. It's not the same thing.
totally, and that's what I'm getting at. And so the dude is like, man, at the very core function, it looks like a woman's parts. So I'm gonna lean that direction.
It's an unimaginable situation to be in.
Exactly.
That's why I think the right, in my opinion, the people that were outraged about this, I think, were unnecessarily being mean in this situation.
I agree.
And so, but that is one unflattering photo. Keep going. Let's see what else we found out. I just want to know if this Algerian boxer knew. If they knew and continued on, that definitely will gets a side eye for me.
Mm-hmm.
The test was conducted before the tournament. New Delhi lab with accreditation from the American College of Pathologists and certification from a national organization documents showed, but despite those bona fides, the IOC dismissed the test as not legitimate and ad hoc according to the test. Why? Why would the test dismiss? Leaders of the Olympic Committee went a step further and even suggested that the test could be misinformation planted by Russia, where world boxing is based to prevent the dominant athlete from competing on the world stage. Khelif went on to win the gold in Paris and left the sports mirrored in controversy, while competitors expressed fears about facing her in the ring. Italy's Angela Carini said she feared for her life during the boxing bout against Khelif that lasted 46 seconds. So yeah, I think that's the lady that took a knee, right? The year before Khelif's chromosome test, Mexico's Brianda Tamara Cruz also said she had a similar experience. I don't think I'd ever felt like that in my 13 years of boxing, nor am I sparring with men. Whew. The leak of Khelif's 2023 test comes days after controversy was renewed when the World Boxing mandated that athletes 18 and older must undergo genetic testing, which consists of cheek swab if they want to compete in any women's events. Khelif has never provided evidence beyond her word to prove she is a woman, but has vowed to compete in the upcoming games. Sheesh. All right. Well, that's brutal. That's a tough situation for her and other fighters. But I think at that point, call it. I think you got to call it. I think you got to call it and figure out a different career path. I know that may sound unloving, but I think that's the only safe way forward for everybody involved. So those are my thoughts on that. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please be sure to comment below and subscribe and all that good stuff. And check out this other video that YouTube seems to be recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.